Hello, it's Wendy. I'm back again. I hope you're all doing well. I'm excited that you're here. And today I'm working on my altered book journal again. And last time I did the laundry day layout with these little watercolored bits that you can journal on. But today I did skip a few pages, so I'm going back to them here. And this one, obviously, I'm covering that up because it's just a chapter heading. I thought what I would do with this page is just do some kind of minimal decoration so that it leaves, because it's a nice blank page, so that it leaves some space for journaling. And so I thought what I would do with this page is simply, like I said, keep it quite simple. And I found this little piece here, which I'm going to use to cover up that title. And I've also fussy cut this lady in her beautiful blue dress, and I'm going to put her along here, so that leaves little spaces here. And this, I like the idea that she has a book and she's writing. Journaling is what this is about. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those in with some of this tacky glue. This is Aleene's tacky glue, which I've put a link to below if you're interested. I like it because it's not as wet as the white glue that I've been using. I find though that's slow moving, so when I close it off I put it upside down here with my paint brushes, and that keeps the glue down near the tip. Alright, let's just put this one in here. Kind of even from both sides. The other pages I've done with the watercolors, well, everything makes the pages a little bit lumpy because of the dampness and whatnot, so that doesn't matter. And then this one, I wonder if I should, no, I'm going to use the same glue. I'll just use this piece of parchment paper, which is just a kitchen parchment paper. So let's just put a little bit of this around the edges. Doing it fairly close to the edge. I don't want it to squish out when I put it on the page, but I also don't want kind of loose ends. So just holding it down, making sure I get some glue kind of generally everywhere. And if I miss spots, I can always go back and put some more in. So I'm just going to carefully place hers here so that the bottom of her dress goes right along the bottom of the page, like that. It's a very pretty picture. Lovely young woman. Press this down well. Let's make sure I don't have too much sticking out. Some of these edges are a little bit loose. Just put another dab in there. And probably along the side of this sleeve. Maybe some in here as well. There, I think she's glued down quite well. Now I'm going to leave this page just as it is because it's a journaling page. And on the overleaf, it's also a completely blank page. Now I've torn a few out here because you have to do that. Like, look how dense this is with paper. I have to take them out, and I'm keeping them to use for other things. For example, I made this little envelope with the page, and it's really fun. So I will use those in other projects for sure. But for this one, I'm still kind of thinking about this page, but on this one I'm going to make a pocket out of half of it. So I'm just folding it down like this. Where's my bone folder? I'm not sure where I put it. I've been rearranging everything and now I have to go, okay, where did I leave that? Where did I put that? I'm going to use this to just make sure it tears on a really straight line. It's lovely soft paper. This one left a little bit here. So I'll just put this aside. And now what I want to do is, I want to get that little piece out of there for sure. It doesn't seem to fit. I'll put this over here and I'm going to clamp it down so that it doesn't fly up on me. And now I want to decorate this page. Actually, I'm going to tear this page out because I like these numbers, the chapter numbers, and I'm going to keep them for something else. So we'll just use a page here. Now, I want to use, let's see, kind of like the look of that. So I'm going to tear that off. And I got this from Purple Poppy at her Facebook group, which you can find. You can find Purple Poppy's YouTube channel quite easily. And I just printed it out on ordinary copy paper. I do have heavier paper. Sometimes I use 28-pound, really nice white paper for ephemera and stuff like that. But for this kind of thing, I just don't want my pages to get so thick that they don't even work anymore. This particular ruler has a very sharp edge. So what I find most difficult about doing this is when there's hardly any paper under here, you have to really hold it down. Otherwise it just kind of slips out like that. Let's give that another try. There we go. Get those little bits out. I like to clean up all the bits as I go along because otherwise you're just buried in them at the end of a project. I'm the same when I cook. I clean up as I go. So my kitchen isn't huge. In fact, my house isn't huge, so it's pretty necessary. This has just a little bit of white on it. Don't really want that. Okay, I am going to do a little bit of distressing around here. Even though it has it, I'm trying new things with every video that I do. I bought these. Well, that hardly picks up at all, does it? They're the foam. This is the foam one. I'm really honestly not sure I got the right one, so might need the felt one. Oh, this works. Yeah, look at that. Brilliant. Love it. Just love it when things work like they're supposed to. You know what I also like is this. I'm rearranging, like I said, I'm rearranging everything. Oh, here it is. I bought these little pails and they're so handy for all these little things. This is what I was looking for. So it also works well for doing this kind of stuff, but it tends to make a little bit of a line, which is okay. I don't mind that at all. There. That's a nice look. Just move that off. I probably will need the ruler again. This will just cover the text, just barely. So I'm going to have to put a strip along the top because I don't want this to be about a state of dementia for obvious reasons, because it's not. Put that right along the edge, close as I can go with this little nozzle, which is pretty good actually. I like it. Let me just put this fit all this in. So here's a question. Is spring coming where you are? We've had kind of a wintry February, but the sun came out the other day. Where I live, it rains a lot, and it's been kind of rainy, snowy, cold, around freezing, and the other day the sun came out and it was plus 10 Celsius, which was just, it just felt wonderful. And I went out and I thought, oh, it smells like spring. Okay, we gotta go up just a little bit on that. Yeah, I love it when it smells like spring. Also, the birds are starting to really twitter and romance one another. So I'll just do a good press on that page. So then what we'll get is a pocket here, and this will be the background. But we're not finished here by any stretch. So I'm thinking this will work. I just cut this little bit off. Or let me see. I bought these little trays to put different little pieces in because I was finding it so confusing, basically, to have them all together and all a little here and there. So I have this binder that I put together with all these little pockets for pieces. So I just want to look through here and see if there's something that would really look wonderful in this page. I don't know if I want something that big. This is pretty though. Don't have to use the whole thing, do I? Okay, let's just see how this looks. I do like that. I do like that. I like it better than this piece, so I'll toss that one. And let's put this one on. I could tear it, but to have just post seems, I don't know, I don't think I like that. Take that up as high as I can go, just about. Leave a little bit of edge of the paper because it really is pretty paper. Now, I would kind of want something else in here. So let's see what else we can do. I like those stamps. Wow, that's pretty. I still have to sort these a little bit more tightly into sizes and whatnot, since I'm starting to collect quite a few. Oh, these are nice. Yeah, let's have a look at this. This kind of goes with the previous page then. And this one is really full from the other side, so let's see if we can just pull these out of here, and then maybe we'll have a look at these two little piles. Let me just move that again. Okay, we've got a couple of butterflies. That I think is too white. That's pretty. I like that, and I like that, except for the red. I like this pink a little bit better. It's softer. However, we could go with something different. I found this little drawer unit, and I bought the butterflies in different kits, just at a store. But I found these online. I like that one. Other options are these little gold ones. They look like they'd be beastly to cut out, but I have a CRICUT maker machine, which I love, and which is just perfect for these. So I have a background in graphics anyway, so I just make it work. I just put them through Photoshop and make the right files. I like the gold one. I'm going to go with the gold one. Alright, these things can go out of sight for the moment. And this needs a bit of glue, So I need my parchment paper back because I really don't want to get glue. I already have a little bit of glue and glitter on there, but I don't really want it to get too gunked up. Sometimes I use a glue stick, but I don't know, I have a not very great love affair with those because it's great because it's dry, but sometimes I find it just too dry. I guess it goes this way because of the numbers. I'm just going to put it a little bit over that center line. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty. So let's see how this looks with the pocket. Alright, so this pocket is going to be finished differently anyway. And then what I plan to do is to use one of my cards that I made a couple of weeks ago in one of my videos and just use that as an insert. So, but I'll get to that in a few minutes. For now, I want to do some things on here. That's really pretty. Yeah, I like that. Let's see what else we've got for the larger ones. Naked ladies and elves and fairies. How fun is that? And then there's this one, which I think is too yellow. Oops. I also bought these little units locally, and just for keeping everything organized. Wow, it's a challenge. I just say it's a really good thing that things are small. All these little paper bits and all the materials and all the supplies and everything. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Love that. I might use that. Might use that. Don't want to put her sideways. Kind of like that one. So none of those. So these are some definite maybes. And that's a maybe. I don't want to use two postcards on the same basic page, so I'm not going to do that. You know what? Let's see. These are from my own flower and twig embellishments kit. I don't think I'll use the year but that one might work, so we'll put that up there. A little distressing, it'll fit right in. And we've got these ones as well. Oh, this is postcard as well, don't want that. I might use some of those, but we'll see. And this is, no. Maybe. Okay, maybe. That's a maybe. This is so much fun, you know. I love things with pictures. I love color. I love art of all kinds. Almost all kinds. That peacock is nice. Do I want another ticket? Try not to be repetitious. And what about these? There's lots of stuff in here, kind of medium sized. That one would work. That one would work. Let's just fan them out here. I like this pink one. And a green one. Okay, we've got lots to choose from. And I'll come back for these kind of things because I'll probably put a couple of little labels on here as well. So this one, let's see. Maybe. Not so much. Oh, that's nice. It picks up that. I put this down here. And then eau de cologne. Tear that a little bit. Wow, it's busy, isn't it? It's gorgeous. I love it. Brevet, cigaro. Peut-être. I live in Canada and we learn French in high school. which I'm really grateful for, actually. It's one of our official languages, so it makes sense, but most people in the West, where I live, never use it again. But I always loved it. I love languages. I think they're fascinating. And so I have tried to keep my French up, and actually went to live in France for a while by choice. I think I like those. But it does sort of needs a border. I wonder what I could use for a border. If I just put a border along there. I have a bit of leftover paper here. This is the one that the lady on the other page was from. If I cut it along there and then cut out around there, let's try that. Let's just leave one wing up. I'll just fussy cut this around here. To this level. And then I'm going to tear it. I should remember to put the lid back on the glue. Okay, let's see. Let's put this above the ruler so it won't accidentally get torn. Let's tear this along here. That way it's a nice straight line. There, look at that. Don't I feel clever? Sometimes things work out, and sometimes you make another plan. Okay. This one is going to go here. This one is going to go here. And then I'm going to put this actually underneath like that. So I'm going to just, actually I think I'll tear this edge as well because this book has decal edges and it's just so nice. I don't want a sharp edge sticking out there. Okay, there we go. And I might as well do this side as well because it's not going to go down very far, so I might as well tear it along here too. There we go. That'll do nicely, even if it's not perfectly, well, it's not perfect anyway. It doesn't matter because it's going to be covered up. So I'll put this on first, and then we'll deal with some of the other things. I'm just going to move those out of the way. And we're going to use some glue. Oops, don't want it on that because I want that butterfly to stick up. This opposite end doesn't matter because I'm going to cover it up anyway, so it doesn't matter that it's uneven and all that stuff. So this will go right along this top edge of the pocket flap, like that. So then this is loose, but we want this tight, so that when you put something in the pocket, the butterfly's wing comes up and it doesn't hold the pocket closed. Okay, let's put cacao Perrault. You know, the French have a funny way of saying their R's. It's like way back in your throat. It's like you're gonna cough or something. And it's very tricky for a lot of people to learn. I always kind of had an ear for languages. I can pick up what they sound like, and I figured out how to make my mouth do it. It's all about where the tongue is, basically, in the mouth, the shape of the lips and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm sure you're fascinated by that topic. Okay, I get that not everybody is, but I love words, and as you probably already know, I'm a writer as well. I've published several books. And now I'm doing this for fun. Because I've been an artist for years and years, I'm turning my hand back to art, or more to art anyway, and creating things for my website. So if you have a moment, take a moment and look at my store at summerbaystudio.com. There's a nice little shop there with just a few things. I'm working on adding more all the time. And yeah, maybe there's something you'd like. I'd love for you to join my mailing list. because I'm creating new stuff all the time. And if you do, you get a bunch of free ephemera that I've put together for anybody that comes along for the ride. Okay, so I'm going to be covering up the bottom wing of this butterfly a little bit. I guess I could have cut it out, but I didn't, so. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I was going to do the edge on this. I've got gluey fingers again. But it is not too late because I have not glued it down around the sides yet. So I'm going to take this and this little system. Oops, stay there. Okay. Alright, so there's that little piece. Now I'm going to go back to finding some small pieces for here. Vertical. I could use one of these little tags. I think I'll go in this one. Do I want brown or do I want color? I mean, brown is a color, obviously, but it's different than color. Monday, I don't think so. Needs to be a little bit wide, like this. That one works. Let's see what we've got in the colors. This blue is quite intense. I'd like to have some of these that are lighter. Oh, I do like that. Oh, here's one that's kind of burgundy. Let's try that. I like that. It even says dark pink. Looks like a paint recipe. I've never really made paint before, although it's something that when I see anything written about it, I think, oh, I'd like to try that. Because you can make your own watercolors, which sounds like a fun thing to do to me. So you know what I'm going to do with this is cut a little bit of a decal edge on it. Just a tiny fringe. I'm not even cutting all the way in, so it's just taking out little tiny bits, almost like a ticket. What's that? I don't want white to show. Okay, I'm still kind of getting used to this oxide distressing thing. Well, that works. That's nice, actually. Excellent. It makes it blend with the browns a lot better. Okay, this has to go with the writing going the right way because it says dark pink. So there's not going to be much room to okay, think. There's not going to be much room to journal on this layout, but we're not finished yet. So I'm putting this little tiny gold butterfly just up here in this little spot, like that. This can stay as is. I don't need to cover up the entire page. Now I just need one thing for down here, which I will go back to this collection. And I left them all out on purpose. Alright, I think we got enough roses, so that's a no, that's a no. In fact, all these pointy ones aren't really going to work because most of them are made to go down and I don't want it hanging off the page. So there's another ticket. Do I want another ticket? Oh, no. Oh, that's nice. It picks up the blue, doesn't it? What about that one? Too intense. That one? Let's see. What do you think? Nah, I think it's too busy. How about a pot of flowers? Oh, that works, doesn't it? Let's see, we've got some other pots in here. That one I already decided was too white. Those two, no thank you. So it's between these two. This one, which covers well. It's quite busy. I'm going to go with that one, just because it's kind of novel. The bright blue picks up this kind of blue, and quite simply, I like it. Now with this one, I am going to use a glue stick, just because it has so many tiny pieces, as you can see, which is why I use my CRICUT maker. And if you're thinking of getting one, I've put a link below, and man, I love it. I'm just so glad I have it. And I don't use it for a whole lot of things because, you know, I'm busy doing other stuff, but it sure works for this. Now, that's going to go right there. You can see just a tiny bit of a word, which I'm fine with. And that is super cute. Now, all I need is to put this page down. I guess I didn't really need to fill this whole page, did I? Oh well, live and learn. Okay. For this, I'm going to only do 2 sides because that's all I want to stick down, it being a pocket, and it's already attached on the book side. So we just put that over there like that and press it down. And voila, we have a pocket. Now then, you know what? I kind of like this. But it needs something to go in it. So that is not a problem, obviously, because we have lots. But it does need a little something on the front. It's time to go through this little pile again. That looks nice. Now, what I want to do with this is just make a little tab for the flap to go in. So I'm just going to put some glue around 3 sides of it and put that on there. And these tiny pieces are so fun to work with, but gotta really be careful. Otherwise, there's sort of glue everywhere. And also they're hard to hold. I've accidentally dropped a few glue-covered things. So I'm going to put this quite low so it's easy to pop the little tab in there. I am truly sorry. I don't know about that one. Anyway, there's our little envelope, and I'll let that dry for just a moment. And the other one I want to put in here is this one, which is from a previous video. I did this whole series. I did 3 of these. And look, this actually works with the whole layout here. And this gives you place to write, so that's sort of a journaling page. And I'm going to cut this off because I don't need it, and so I'm going to just cut that off. One of the this is a coin envelope, and one of the things you can do with it is just put it on the top of a page so it flips like that. But when I did it, I forgot that this should actually go the other direction. So I have 2 more, and I will use those eventually for something else. And I'll just cut this here now. Like that. That looks pretty good. I kind of feel like I should have distressed this a little bit, so I'm going to do it now. There's always something new to learn, you know, about this whole practice. Is it a practice or a hobby or a craft? It's a craft and an art. But there's so many things to learn and so many great ideas that, you know, you try one thing and then you do something different and go, oh, I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd thought of that. Which means next time you can, so it's, you know, that's the great thing about it. Yeah, I do like this. This looks really nice. I like clean lines, but this whole vintage look is just, it's really pretty. So there's that. I think that's an improvement. Should I do this? Yes, because there's too much white along here. Pop the card inside. And now I think my pocket is probably glued down. Now that can go in there. And I did put a green one in here, so I'm not going to use the pink one. But this can tuck right in there. And then it makes use of it, like it blends with the whole book because of the print. And I love that it's diagonal. So that can also go in there, and there's some places to journal on all of those. And I love it. So I'm going to leave this one till next time because I've got some ideas, but I want to work them out first. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed creating it. Before you go, please subscribe to my channel and click the little bell because that gives you a notification when I have a new video. And I'll see you next time.